Welcome back, guys. Today I'll be comparing three different portable wireless microphone kits. These are the FULAIM X5, the Boyalink, and the GODOX WEC Kit 2. Now you're wondering why am I doing this? I'm doing this so that you can look at them, compare them side by side, and choose for yourself which one is worth it. I'll be talking about the price, sound quality, noise cancelling. How would I be testing this? I have my Zoom H6, which I'm currently using, connected to my Shure MV7X. But to test the microphones, I have a 3.5mm cable connected to one of the ports on the Zoom H6. Well, the Boyalink is different. So when it gets to testing the Boyalink, I'll show you how I'm testing it, just for transparency. One last thing before we go into the details of these microphones. FULAIM, Boya, and GODOX is sending me these microphones. I have done individual videos about these mics, so you can check in the description below where I'll put a link to every video I've done regarding these microphones. Although they did send me these microphones, they don't get any input in this video. So let's get into it. First off, for price, all three microphones cost $99, although FULAIM is currently retailing this for $69. I think they're doing a promo. So this is a good opportunity to buy the FULAIM X5 if this suits your needs. For battery, they all also give you 6 hours when you're running with the transmitters outside of the case. But when it comes to recharging after maybe you've run down the transmitters and the receiver, for the FULAIM X5, you are sure to get, FULAIM says you get 18 hours with the case, which is roughly a day shoot. Same with the Boya, you get 18 hours with the case. But for the GODOX promises 24 hours. I haven't needed to do a shoot where I've had to use it for 24 hours, but I can show you for all three microphones, I haven't had a problem where the battery runs out and putting in the case, I've run out of battery. But the good thing is that the GODOX, with just the transmitter and the receiver alone, you get up to 10 hours, which is higher than 6 hours when running without the case. So for battery and power use, the GODOX does take this round. For internal storage, only the FULAIM X5 gives the advantage or has the advantage. The FULAIM X5 has internal storage, which is up to 4 GB of internal storage, whereas the Boyalink and the GODOX don't have internal storage. So here, the FULAIM does take the lead. For noise cancelling, all three different microphones do have noise cancelling. But the unique thing about the Boyalink is that the Boyalink has different levels of noise cancelling that can be activated or deactivated. So you can increase the level of noise cancelling and reduce the level of noise cancelling. So here, the Boyalink does win for what it says it does, but we were testing this to see how it compares with the other microphones. For display, only the FULAIM X5 has a display on its receiver, whereas the Boyalink and the GODOX WEC Kit 2 just feature LED lights, which will tell you when it's on with the noise cancelling feature turned on, or when the noise cancelling feature is turned off, or when there's no connection between the receiver and the transmitter. But on the FULAIM X5, I like it because you can see the level of your recording or the level of your audio. You can see the level of connection between the receiver and the transmitter. You can know what transmitter is currently working or which transmitter is off. You can see the battery level. You can see if you are in mono or stereo mode. So for this one, I think the FULAIM does make sense because it has a display. Even though it's not a touch screen, you have a display where you can see how each transmitter is functioning, as well as the battery level of the receiver. So that's it for display. For wind filters, they all have wind filters. The only thing I don't like about the FULAIM setup is that the wind filters, which I have here, just outside its case, has no space in the case to fit the wheel filters. Unlike the Boya, as you can see, if I open this up, I can easily fit in the wind filter in the case, as well as the transmitters and the receiver and the other connections, where the GODOX is the best here because I can fit everything, the wind filters, the cables, as well as the mic with with its case in the package. So I think FULAIM needs to do something better with the next release. Hopefully they have a case that can fit the charging case with the cables and the wind filters. Moving on to magnets, only the FULAIM X5 features magnets on its transmitters. So you can see, oopsie. So you can see only the FULAIM X5 has magnets on its transmitters. For the boya and the GODOX, they feature no magnets. So it's just clip-ons. This is the boya, which features just clip-ons. Let me quickly show you GODOX WEC KIT 2. There are no magnets. I don't know if you can see. There are no magnets. For adapters and connection, the FULAIM X5 features the TRS cable, which comes separately from the case. But in the charging case, you have the USB-C and lightning cable for connecting it, where you can easily just connect it this way. This is the receiver. It features this kind of adapter where you can just connect it, plug it, and then plug this to your phone for the lightning cable port. And then on this other side, you can just charge it while also using it. So this makes sense for the FULAIM X5. Unfortunately, you can't fit the TRS cable that comes in the kit in this case. So that's something FULAIM needs to consider in their next release. For the boya, it has the lightning adapter, USB-C adapter, and also the 3.5 adapter. Boya is targeting mobile users. It should be awkward having this sticking out on your camera. Even though this will work if you plug it to the 3.5mm port on your camera, this will work, but it kind of sticks out and it's kind of awkward. But I believe Boya here was targeting or is targeting mobile phone users. For the GODOX, you have the TRS cable, you have a TRRS cable for mobile phones, and you also have a USB-C to A adapter, and that's it for GODOX. GODOX here is also targeting mobile users. For modes, for the recording modes, the FULAIM X5 is able to do stereo, mono, and one other mode called the safety track. For mono recording, if you're recording using the two transmitters, you can record one transmitter 1 on the left track and transmitter 2 on the right track. So this is good just in case mic 1 is louder, or the speaker on mic 1 is louder than the speaker on mic 2. You can easily adjust its level or balance them in post. Stereo will just have mic 1 and mic 2 feeding into the left and right tracks of the recorder. So this is important to notice the difference between stereo and mono recording. But the other mode that this FULAIM X5 does recording, which is good, is a safety track where you have the louder track and you have the lower recording. This is good in case the loud recording mode is too high. You use the lower mode to, kind of bring it in, and so you don't have it clipping. So that's a good feature the FULAIM X5 does have. The Boyalink and the GODOX WEC KIT 2 do not feature a safety track mode. They only just have the mono and stereo recording modes. So that's one thing to consider between these microphones. In terms of weight, they are not that heavy. They are all light. But the GODOX and the Boyalink are lighter when compared to the FULAIM X5 here. Now, moving on to range. The FULAIM and the GODOX both have a range of 200 meters. So the GODOX and FULAIM promise a range of 200 meters. But the ideal recording scenario, I've done tests on this, so you can refer to the link in the description below. I don't see any situation where you want to be recording up to 200 meters away from the receiver. But that is good to know that you can record that distance, and they all use line of sight. But for the boya just goes up to 100 meters, which for me I think is still okay. For extras, the FULAIM X5 does feature UV sanitation. For example, you've recorded, you've had these microphones, your talent, there's been lots of touching. Once you're done, put the microphones back in, close the case. After a few seconds, UV kicks in. It sanitizes everything in the case, which is good. I wish the case was big enough to also have its wheel filters also fit in and sanitize. So that's very good with FULAIM for this kit. It's good to have everything clean and free of what is out there. And another nice thing about the FULAIM X5 is if I bring out on the receiver, it has monitoring. You're able to monitor what you're recording. So you have a port, a 3.5mm port, where you can connect to your camera or to your recording device. And it also has another port where you can easily just plug in your maybe headphones and you can listen to see if you're clipping or not clipping, or if it's too loud or too low, and you can make your necessary adjustments. For the Boya and the GODOX, there is no monitoring. You just have to trust that you are receiving the right audio at the right level. If your camera or your phone has audio meters, well, you can tell from that. It's good that with the FULAIM X5, I can listen into hear the level of recording and also the noise cancelling, how the noise cancelling is affecting my audio. Or if I'm in a windy situation, I can see that there's not so much wind distorting my audio. For the Boya, the Boya and the GODOX, they're super light, they're super small. Carrying this alone can fit in my pocket. This with everything fits in the pocket. So for portability, I'll go with the Boyalink. GODOX, if I was just traveling with this alone, this fits nicely in my pocket. But with this might not fit. This wouldn't fit nicely in the pocket. One extra thing I like about the GODOX is frequency hopping. Frequency hopping is a kind of technology whereby it tries to find the best frequency the mic would function and then stays on that frequency, and it avoids people from scanning and listening into your device. So mobile phones do use that technology where they find the frequency that is good for clean audio and also prevent the ability for people to tune into your frequency and pick up whatever you're doing and you're on that frequency. GODOX is the only one amongst these three kits that feature frequency hopping. So I have all three mics out of the cases and in front of me, even though they're lower than the Shure MV7X. So this is how the Shure MV7X sounds. There's no noise playing in the background. We're doing a bit of noise cancellation, and you can see all mics are turned on and noise cancelling not activated. I'll be trying to get them closer to my mouth when I'm doing the test later on in this video, so just stick there. So this is how the Shure MV7X sounds without music or noise cancellation. Obviously it doesn't have noise cancellation, so this is how the Shure MV7X sounds, which you've been hearing from the start of this video. Mic test 1 2 3, mic test 1 2 3. Now on to the FULAIM X5. This is how the FULAIM X5 sounds without noise playing in the background or music playing in the background. No noise cancellation is turned on. So this is how the FULAIM X5 sounds. Mic test 1 2 3, mic test 1 2 3. And this is how the Boyalink sounds. Mic test 1 2 3, mic test 1 2 3. And the last one, which is the GODOX WEC KIT 2. This is how the GODOX sound. Mic test 1 2 3, mic test 1 2 3. I'll be playing some music in the background from the iPad over here, so you can hear all this mic sound with music playing. And this is gonna be without noise cancellation. So I have my iPad playing music, which you can hear. This is a Shure MV7X you're hearing me speak through from. I have the music set around 65-70% loudness. This is how the Shure MV7X sounds with music playing. There is no noise cancellation on this mic, obviously. I'm not doing any form of audio processing in this part of the video. So this is how the Shure MV7X sounds. Mic test 1 2 3, mic test 1 2 3. Next one is the FULAIM X5. This is how the FULAIM X5 sounds with noise or the music playing. Mic test 1 2 3, mic test 1 2 3. Next one is the Boyalink with music playing in the background. Mic test 1 2 3, mic test 1 to 3. Last but not the least is the GODOX mic test 1 to 3, mic test 1 to 3. So that's everything with music playing in the background. Now we're going to turn on noise cancellation on all 3 mics so you can hear it sounds. So to turn on noise cancellation of the FULAIM X5, all I have to do is press the set button once. The second blue light comes on, so noise cancellation is activated on the FULAIM X5. On the Boyalink, all I have to do is press and hold these 2 buttons for a second, and light changes to green. That's to show you that noise cancellation is activated. And for the GODOX, I'll just press the noise cancellation button once. So you see the light there changes to orange. Alright, so all mics have the noise cancellation features turned on. Now onto the FULAIM X5. This is with noise cancellation turned on. Mic test 1 to 3, mic test 1 to 3. Next one is the Boyalink with noise cancellation turned on. Mic test 1 to 3, mic test 1 to 3. And last but not the least, GODOX WEC KIT 2, mic test 1 to 3, mic test 1 to 3. This is all with noise cancellation. I'll pick them all up and get them closer to my mouth. It should be a bit further away from the music. So mic test 1 to 3. This is the FULAIM X5. Mic test 1 to 3, mic test 1 to 3 with noise cancellation turned on and music playing in the background. Next is the Boyalink. Mic test 1 to 3, mic test 1 to 3, mic test 1 to 3. And last but not least is GODOX once again with noise cancellation turned on. Mic test 1 to 3, mic test 1 to 3. So which one do you think is the best one out of the 3? This is Shure MV7X you're listening to now. I'll just turn down the volume just in case it's too loud. So which mic do you think was the best between the GODOX FULAIM and the Boyalink? Let me know in the comment section below, please. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.